A bridge exists to connect, to unify, to transcend difficulty. We build bridges with each other, bridge gaps in our knowledge, or a bridge over our loved ones' troubled water. A bridge is a threshold, a transition. It only becomes a place when we stop. The M5 leaps the X at Exminster Marshes. It expires less than a mile later at Junction 31. It's crossed on a good run in around 90 seconds. North, up a green corridor, is Exeter. South, it's just speed barrier, with bits of hill poking over the tops. My first time was underneath, on an intercity. I was heading to Land's End to write a novel, as fresh and full of promise as the newly minted millennium. Selina and I drove across it the following summer, honeymooning. 2 years later, it was intercity to Penzance again, but this time to stay. We went back and forth across the marshes for 5 years. We became 3, then I became jobless. After hours on the road, we'd reach the bridge and moan at the 2 to get us home. So Junction 30 became our new terminus. The bridge became a relic, a failed project. The pasture and pylons became our patch. This huge roaring thing, just another part of it, like the rising, falling and flooding river. In summer, the bridge turns the colours of the setting sun. I spotted this on long evening runs. I saw it shift through apricot, dim to rose, then darken to twilight violet grey. A fondness grew that became an obsession. In 2017, the same week my aunt died, I began a master's in film and TV, near where the M5 leaps the tidal River Avon. A TV archivist, she might have approved of her thrift, making a good camera possible. I began to explore my patch afresh, scrutinising its geometries and textures. There are actually 2 bridges. One carries traffic north, the other south. Each has its own row of piles and piers. There's a ribbon of light between them you can see from right beneath, just like the sunlight bouncing off the water. Brilliant triangles sometimes run its length. The canal, or the X on the turning tide, mirror them on windless days. I took a handful of nice shots over a handful of days. I thought, well, there's only so many pictures you can take of the same motorway bridge. Travel up the X to west of Bampton, and you reach the 51st parallel north, which runs past Saxony, Inner Mongolia, the Kamchatka Peninsula, Vancouver Island, and Newfoundland. On a summer solstice, the solar day at the parallel lasts 16 hours and 33 minutes. The sun rises in the northeast and sets in the northwest. It traverses 3/4 of the horizon and at midday reaches 63 degrees to the Earth's surface. That's high enough to reach down your collar and give you sunburn. Six months either side, the solar day is less than half. The winter solstice sun traverses just 1/4 of the horizon. It rises in the southeast and sets in the southwest, pretty much hugging the midday horizon at just 15 degrees. So the sun's position in the sky is different every minute of every day throughout the year. And so any fixed object casts different shadows. I'm clearly not the first to notice this. You find annually specific sun shadows in temples, henges and mausoleums around the world. Things like moving snakes and shafts of light in pitch-black tombs. But long before such solar high-tech, someone would have noticed my phenomenon in the rocks, valleys and trees of their own familiar patch. Multiply the sun's position by tides, wind speed, leaf colours, cow parsley, flowering reeds, Britain's cantankerous cloud cover, the ripples from passing swans, sea mist and whatever else. Then add in f-stops, ISOs and all that camera stuff. The M5 bridge becomes an infinitely variable, authorless art installation. Add in video and you let the shadows and everything else move about.